Well, history is complicated, and I think the more you understand it, the more complicated and complex and nuanced you understand it is. I think often in India people have very black and white ideas. Shivaji, wonderful. Aurangzeb, awful. Tipu Sultan, awful. You know, we have these sort of... In reality, people are not like that. As we know, people are full of good and evil mixed, and very few characters are sort of caricatured demons and devils. Equally, very few are perfect, golden human beings without fault or without sin. Hello, my name is William Dalrymple. I am an author, most recently of The Golden Road, and I'm thrilled to be in Kerala at Calicut and to be on Apostrophes.
Mr. William, please tell me about your new book.
The Golden Road places India at the center of the ancient trade and ideas network. For years, we believed all this stuff about the Silk Road and all these ideas coming out of China. But I strongly believe that for the earlier period, for the classical period, it was India that was at the center of the ancient trade and ideas network. It was Indian goods such as ivory and pepper, silk and cotton, as well as live animals, tigers and lions, which were exported to Rome on one side, and then later it was the great trade with Southeast Asia, which India dominated. And that was how ideas such as Buddhism, the whole spread of Hinduism and Sanskrit, and particularly Indian numbers and astronomy and science spread out across the whole world. The Chinese have been very good at giving their version of events. I think India has been much less good at projecting its importance. And I think while the Silk Road was crucially important in the Middle Ages at the time of the Mongols and so on, it was the ancient sea roads which India dominated, and that was the principal channel of east-west contact in the classical period.
Say, sir, Mr. William, those who are not interested that much keen, those who don't have that much keen interest in history,
I'm sure everyone should have a keen interest in history. And if they don't, it's because they haven't read the right books or been taught very badly.
Yes, that was your books actually open the doors to those persons also who do not have an interest in history. Your books made them interested in it, because your books have huge following in India, in Kerala especially, that I can vouch for. And how you write history, it's about past, it's about bygone era, but to write something that old thing, or people look into what happened before, you make it really interesting.
It is
you make
really
it engaging.
And if it has been made boring, that's the fault of the historian who made it boring. There's nothing more fascinating than the history of India, and you have to work very hard in order to not make it fascinating. I think it's the easiest thing in the world to take an interest in.
What motivated you to look deep into India's history, India's ancient time and all?
India's been my home since I was 18. I've lived here since 84 was my first visit. And I've been living here solidly, really, since the late 1980s. And it's the way I think. I've always been fascinated in the ancient past and how we got to where we are today. Unless you understand history, you can't understand where we are today. If you don't have history in your understanding, you're like a person without a map who doesn't understand where they are in the landscape.
See, sometimes historical events or historical happenings may create a future debate. Create a debate on what was right or what was wrong. Should we do something to correct the mistakes of past and everything? It may create some political issues also. How we can tackle that?
Well, history is complicated, and I think the more you understand it, the more complicated and complex and nuanced you understand it is. I think often in India people have very black and white ideas. Shivaji, wonderful. Aurangzeb, awful. Tipu Sultan, awful. You know, we have these sort of... In reality, people are not like that. As we know, people are full of good and evil mixed, and very few characters are sort of caricatured demons and devils. Equally, very few are perfect, golden human beings without fault or without sin. We all contain mixtures of stuff within us. And I think the more you study and humanize history, the more you can understand it, and you can understand the complexity of events and the nuance of events, and stop seeing history in black and white and in crude caricature.
And all the extensive travel and research you have to do for your books, it's evident in the book that the effort that you take, and how it helps you, not just an author William, but a person William, how these extensive research and extensive travel make you how it changes you.
I don't think it's changed me at all, because this what I would do anyway is how I see the world. And if I was to win the lottery tomorrow and never had to work again, I would still carry on reading and writing about history, because it's what fascinates me. My pleasures in life are to go out traveling, to go and visit interesting, beautiful places out, particularly on the coast of Kerala or up the Konkan coast or something. And then you want to read about it, and then the reading leads you to want to write about it, and then you want to go out and visit somewhere else, and so it's a wonderful process, and it hugely enriches your life if you can learn to appreciate history and learn to see the beauty around you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.